Taurus, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Bench. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to do your reading for the month of March. Yes, I'm a little late. Most of you know that I'm pretty far along in my pregnancy with the twins. Spent a couple days in the hospital, so I'm just honoring where I have to slow down a little bit. Can't rush, can't work as fast or as much as I normally do. But I'm here now. Heavy on this being for a lot of you, your energy in the month of March, Taurus, where you are slowing down. Some of you need rest. You're resting more than people like. You are completely unavailable. Heavy on the being completely unavailable. People don't have access to you the way that they want. It's really pissing people off. You needing this, you needing to honor this. You being unavailable to speak to. You know, you taking your time, you deciding not to rush for anyone, you dipping out and not letting anyone know why. You leaving really abruptly, leaving unannounced. Also, there's this energy of you doing this to heal. You finding really real peace when doing this, or finally being at peace. Doing this in the name of healing. Doing this in the name of what makes you happy. Honoring that that's the direction that you're being called in. Going where Spirit is calling you. Answering the call. And people truly not understanding this. People truly being selfish when it comes to you, to your energy. Wanting you when you have other things to do. Wanting to pull you in a million different directions for some of you. For some of you, people agree. Everyone agrees. Everyone says they agree that you need to rest. You need time to yourself. You need quiet time. You do too much. You need to slow down. But they never stop tugging on your energy. They never stop calling you. They never stop messaging you. They never stop asking you for questions or, you know, sending you a million messages. Everyone is sending you a million messages or sending you a million comments or paragraph after paragraph, phone call after phone call, text after text, email after email. It being so much work, it's not even funny. That never stops. It continues to pile up. And for some of you, you're letting it. You're letting shit sit there in a way that you never have before. You're not rushing to answer anyone. You're not rushing to explain yourself. You're on your time. You're on divine time. Some of you feel really good, and everyone else doesn't. For some of you, I'm hearing Aries, though. Heavy on the Aries-Taurus cusp, where there's something about you removing yourself in a really cruel way, or in a way that people deem cruel. You're not explaining yourself to people that really love you, people that really reach out to you, want to connect with you. They're not understanding why it has to be this way. Why you want to go in a different direction. Why they can't get any answers. For some of you, it's because you've formed your own opinions about someone, or you formed an opinion based off what someone else told you, not even your own opinions. You've let someone else persuade you away from someone, against someone, to think that someone or something you are doing is bad or unhealthy, wrong for you somehow, or someone did this to you. Or someone did this to you. Pick what side you're on. Where either you have been brainwashed to thinking that there's something wrong with someone and cutting them off, not giving them a chance, being really closed off to them somehow, or they've been this way with you. Heavy on the Aries-Taurus cusp, being on this type of time, you know? Or Taurus in general, but heavy on that cusp, you know? And then Taurus out here just deciding that I'm unavailable. I'm unavailable. Feels like something is tickling me. Feels like someone is touching me. For some of you, someone has touched a nerve, and that's the reason. For some of you, you can feel something moving. You can feel life moving inside of you, kicking inside of you. Your babies are growing. You feel things happening. Especially if you've been pregnant before, you can feel the baby moving. If you're really sensitive, you'll feel the baby moving a lot sooner. For some of you, this is spirit. Spirit is all up inside of you. You knew that certain things are going to happen before they do. You can feel the changes in your body. Heavy on the people being really jaded and not understanding why. Why you? Why this decision? Why are you taking so long? Why won't you answer me? Why is this so unfair? It's weird. Anyway, let's pray. And then we will pull cards to see whether or not you're in your higher self or your lower self. We'll pull some cards to really clarify that. Some energy oracle cards to clarify that. I want to pull some cards to see what your inner voice has to say at this time, what you may be ignoring that's going on inside of you. And then we'll pull to see what's happening in your career. Then we'll take it over on Patreon for part 2 to see what's happening in your love life. Get some straight up truth oracle cards for you. See what the keepers of the light, the ascended masters, have to say to you, and we'll tap in to see what self-care rituals or what spells you need to be doing this month. Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source guide, universe, please allow me to tap in on my Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node to see what's going on with them in the month of March, Spirit. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. The weirdest thing was that when I said in the month of, the first thing I thought was November. I didn't think March, I thought November. I don't know who that's significant to or what November has to do with anything. Kind of feels like November of 2020. Something started in November of 2020 that could be really taking off, could have become a thought somehow, could have started working on something that is now being actualized, or that's when you first conceived something, conceived a plan, conceived an idea, conceived a baby. That's when it was first made tangible somehow. That's when a great shift happened. Could have completed a cycle somehow in November. Started a new one. Now you're dealing with the completion of it somehow. I don't know. That's for some of you. Or this is going to happen in November. What the seeds you plant now somehow are going to benefit you on a whole nother level come November. I don't know. Pick what side you're on. Let's see. Are you in your higher self or your lower self this month, Taurus? In your higher self or your lower self this month? Who are you really connected to? You're a little out of balance. You're a little out of balance. You're a whole fucking earth angel, but you're out of balance. You know, or people feel really disconnected from you. Ooh, Sagittarius popping out here in his lower self, Temperance in his lower self, but then the Justice card, realizing that you're out of balance and figuring that shit out, fixing that shit, bringing an end to something that no longer serves you, putting an end, dying, you know, heavy on the dying, something dying, come to an end, someone dies, whether heavy on the someone dies, something dies, has to be sacrificed, a way of being, a way of operating. Someone, a death in the family for some of you. Someone not being able to handle your transformation, though. I feel like you're handling your transformation beautifully, keeping certain worries and fears at bay. Some of you are isolating yourself from someone who is fucking godly. Have you on the isolating yourself from spirit, isolating yourself from the divine, or people are isolating themselves from you because your messages are divine and you trigger the fuck out of them. And that's really hurting you. For some of you, they were poisoned somehow by a masculine energy. You know, you let someone get in your head and poison your image. The way you think about someone, could be your father, could be your husband. Really discourage you, talk you out of something that, you know, or a connection doing something or a connection that would really empower you, someone that really loves you, or something that would be really good for you. Watch this. Could be your child's father, could be your father. You know, some of you could be struggling to connect with the masculine energy within you, or masculine energy within your in your life, and being very much connected to the feminine energy within you. Also, I said that in today's daily check-in on IG, where there's a Taurus, even the Taurus masculine are very much connecting with their feminine energy. They're creating right now. Big Empress energy. Ooh, shout out to Big Empress energy. If you know, you know. I love her. In a real way. Daughter romance. Some of you are leading yourselves towards the thing that you love. Have you on the prioritizing what you love above what you feel obligated to do, you know? Some of you are closing the door on romance or love. It doesn't have to be romance, but love in general. Someone who really loves you. Some of you are closing the door on things that you love because the strategy that you have been developing hasn't been working, and there's something else that you love more, and you need to rest. You need to rest now, and if people really love you the way that they say that they do, they will understand this. They will be there. They will wait. As long as people can wait. Or people are going to have to connect with you differently. People are going to have to connect with you, meditate. Something about meditating with you. Catch me when you can. Get in where you fit in. Get in with the collective. Tap into these collective vibes. But I gotta go rest over here. You can't have me on the one-on-one anymore. You can't have me on the one-on-one. You can't smother me. Have you on the people smothering you with their love or their idea of love? You needing to go heal. You needing to go be with the divine. Spirit leading you away. You knowing that this was going to come. It was only a matter of time before you be led in another direction from the community. You know, where you're still dealing with community, but from a different level now. It's a whole nother level. It's a whole heavy on the new levels, new devils too. So balancing that out, you know. People being really envious of your level up, where you don't have to work so hard, or for some of you, you have to chill out, you have to balance out. People being envious because you get to go somewhere that they don't. They don't understand why. They don't get any answers. They don't get any closure. Why you don't have to balance, angel of balance and the yin yang. You are really balancing the fuck out this month. Or something you haven't been doing well, you haven't been healing, you haven't been feeling well, you haven't been making the right decision, you haven't been at peace. You haven't been able to think clearly. And this changing for you. This changing for you this month. You changing what it is that you're attached to. You've been really indecisive or on the fence about it, but once you make a decision, it's over. And I feel like you go in the opposite direction of where there are certain caring connections, or certain connections with people loving you, people wanting to connect with you. You go in the opposite direction. For some of you, this was a mistake. Heavy on this being a mistake for some of you. For some of you, this is exactly, most of you, this is exactly what you need to do. For some of you, those that I said it's a mistake, is because you prejudge someone who genuinely fucking loves you. Confidence is your key to success. Some of you need to know that it's going to be okay. New Moon Leo. Somebody could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo in their chart. That it's going to be okay. Working with this person, pulling back, honoring this energy, that it'll still be there. Whatever you created will still be there when you get back. That it's long lasting, that it'll stand the test of time. Some of you, this is connections. Being confident that a connection, that a relationship will still be there. You are good enough. It'll still be there. They'll still be there. A fiery climax approaches. People are about to get really upset. And Aries gets really upset. And Aries interjects somehow. Or your Aries energy, if you're on that Aries Taurus cusp for some of you. You know. A lot of being worried on the inside about whether or not you can pull something off. Whether or not you're good enough to do it. whether or not you can afford to take the time out, and will people still love you, will they still support you, will they still be there. Having those moments and needing to counteract them, but also be really vulnerable about them. Be really transparent about them. Don't hide this. If you need some fucking, expect powerful change. Honor this, you know. Honor where, if you truly listen to what's going on inside of you, luck is on your side. Spirit will reward you. Because you're valuing yourself this way, taking a chance on yourself this way, taking a leap of faith, Spirit will reward you. Nothing will come of this situation. For some of you, things going as it's been is only about to backfire. You will not recover the way that you think that you will. And you recognizing this in the nick of time, you know, for some of you, it was too late. It's too late. It's going to be too late. Something will completely end that you're not prepared for it to end. The time of you giving to others is over. You're needing to give to yourself. You need to honor where you're really scared about something, where you're really emotional about something, where you're not sure how it's going to play out. Kind of feels like you find it hard to be honest with yourself about this. Someone keeps thinking about their money. Someone needs to be smarter with money because they are taking a chance and slowing down. I can't stop crying. Someone can't stop crying over you. Someone's really emotional over losing you or disconnecting. But some of you are needing to honor where a lot of your money isn't going to be coming in somehow, or you're going to be taking a bit of a pay cut until you balance out, until people get adjusted to what it is that you're doing now. And it being okay. Making smarter decisions with your money, not being so fucking reckless. A lot of you can spend a whole lot of money on nothing. A whole lot of money on bullshit. I'm not judging. I'm just telling the truth. I Can't Stop Crying is out here again. I Am is out here. Have you on the people trying to confine you to a person, place, or thing, beloved? People trying to confine you to... I show up for myself the way I want others to. People trying to confine you to something that they can describe, and you being so much more than this. You being a boundless, infinite being. And them not getting it. And so you having to remind yourself, show up, act like this. You know, honor where you can wear, where you do wear so many hats, where you have so many things to offer. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make money. Start a business. Some of you are doing this in the name of starting a business, you know, or you're putting your business on the line somehow, on the back burner somehow, because you're going to focus on your fucking healing, and that being powerful, that being so dope and powerful that it's going to pay off for you. Some of you are definitely starting with something that you've never done before, or operating in a way you've always been afraid to operate. Putting something on the back burner, not being as available. Have you on the healing your lack mentality? Suffering from lack mentality for a really long time and healing that shit. Being okay saying no, being okay turning something down, being okay not rushing to get to the bag, to give people what they, you know, what they want from you, what they purchased from you. Meanwhile, you'll get to them in a timely fashion, but not breaking your neck to do this. Oh, you paid right now? Let me pack and ship this out the same fucking day type shit. And you have 10 other things to do. Honoring where you have other things to do. Prioritizing the things that mean the most to you. Finding some harmony in your life. You know? What's happening in your career? Let's see what's happening in your career. What's happening in your career? Exhaustion. You're fucking exhausted. You're running this huge fucking machine. It's a huge machine and you're the heart of it. And you need to be really aware of this. Be conscious of this. Pace yourself as best as possible. But also delegate, baby. Delegate. Have you on the needing to delegate? You don't delegate enough at work. That's because you don't trust anyone to take over what is your baby. What's yours. What you've created. And it's not about taking over, but it's about helping you. Realizing that the people that you keep closest to you are very capable. That's why you keep them closest to you. showing them what to do, showing them the way, and letting the rest work itself out. Lovers in reverse. Some of you are disconnected from a Gemini. Everyone are being disconnected from a Gemini. Some of you need to stop fucking listening to a Gemini. The Gemini has ruined some connections that you work really hard for. Jeopardizing something in regards to your work. For some of you, you come too much with your heart. Your heart is too big. That needs to stop. Need to move forward. For some of you, you've put your emotions to the side and moved forward, moved on, traveled upward. Someone has ascended. Someone has gone with spirit. That's what you do for a living. You work with spirit. But you're leveling up and doing this. Planning, heavy on the planning to do things people are not prepared for you to do. Realizing that you've been conditioned for so long to believe that you were the sheep, but you're not. You're the lion, and you're showing up this way. You're putting your foot down. Feel like you're really dominating your field. You're gonna flood your field, or you have a very strong presence online somehow and cannot be fucking moved. I'm surprised the Hierophant card didn't come out. Something about having a huge platform. Also, being on autopilot. I'm asleep. If you know, you know. I can read while I'm fucking asleep. I don't care if my eyes are open and I'm talking to you. When I'm not present, I let you know I'm not present. You know, where spirit really takes over for you, does the work for you. You get a little comfortable in this. Don't. Never get comfortable. Don't cling to the past. Some of you taking on too much at work, and now you're just honoring where you want to be a little fucking lazy, where you want to take your time, where you want to just rest. And in doing that, you'll have a fucking breakthrough, a spiritual breakthrough, which will allow you to come back with a certain type of intensity that people are used to, a certain type of fire. But right now, it's about you needing to fucking relax, not rush. Trust the process, that it's going to work out the way you want it to. Anyway, that's it for part 1 on this reading. Follow me over on Patreon for part 2 of this reading. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. My link tree, my website in case you want to book with me, my PayPal and my Cash App in case you want to donate to me, which would be greatly appreciated. I think I said my Patreon is over there. Go follow me for the extended. My IG page of the Big Body High Priestess, and our spiritual shops, our family spiritual shop page is there. And you can stream my music. The Many-Faced Goddess, my last album, has officially been out for 1 year today, or the 9th was its 1 year anniversary. You can help me celebrate by streaming my album or sending me a DM if you'd like to purchase a physical CD. I love you so much. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Prince. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.